Greetings, 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 Earthlings. It's your girl, Ono Marshall, aka On the Oracle. And I'm back with the video. It's been a while since I released the video. I have tons of content in my phone, but finding the time to edit and post is what is a barrier for me. But I did have to get on here because there's a lot of talk about gentle parenting. Gentle parenting. Oh, I'm not no gentle parent. It's like a lot of, negative kind of camaraderie around the discussion of gentle parenting. And I just want to kind of sum it up a little bit for people who are just like, I could never be a gentle parent, or y'all gentle parents this, or y'all gentle parents that, or y'all new school versus old school parents, and all of this and all of that. Listen, the bottom line is we're different in this generation. We are trying to give our children more grace than we had. We are attempting to change the narrative of our family. We notice that now, people who you were close to or people who you seen every day, every week, you don't see them. You don't see them anymore. The cousins who you grew up with and considered your best friends, you barely talk to now. And I just feel like a lot of that had to do with our upbringing. So we weren't really given the ability to develop mentally and emotionally as we were supposed to. We always had somebody interjecting or interceding into our conflicts, which kind of, that took away from us being able to develop how to communicate certain things and how to relay certain messages to people without getting angry or without getting frustrated. We didn't really have the opportunity to develop like that because we was either getting called out of our names, we was getting stuff thrown at us, we was getting punished, just like crazy stuff. And I think that what gentle parenting means is, I was raised being called a bitch, but I refuse to raise my children and call them bitches like I was called bitches. That's gentle parenting. Gentle parenting is, okay, we struggle. My mom was a crackhead. We ain't really never have no food. We didn't have no lights on. Our gas would be getting cut off. Gentle parenting means I'm going to bust my ass. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to make sure that my children don't never have to worry about going through that. I'm going to make sure that my children never have to eat syrup sandwiches or mayo sandwiches or, ketchup sandwiches or eat pancakes all day because all we had was pancake mixed water and some butter. That's gentle parenting. Gentle parenting is just wanting to be able to break the generational confinements that we were in. It's breaking the mindset, the old school mindset. It has nothing to do with being okay, little Johnny, even though I want to whoop you, I'm just going to count backwards from 5 and I'm going to make you stand in the corner. No, I'm not sitting here saying that I don't even want to use corporal punishment. I don't even want to use that term. But I'm not going to sit here and say I'm the perfect parent. I never raised my voice to my kids. I never whipped my kids with a belt. I never hit my kids on their butt. I never spanked my kids' hands. I don't really think that that's what gentle parenting means. It just means that if you was growing up and you was getting your ass whooped with an extension cord, I just think it means if grandma had you go pick a big thick ass branch off of the tree and she beat your ass with it, I just feel like gentle parenting is us not doing that with our children. I feel like gentle parenting is us learning how and teaching our children how to communicate. That's where we messed up at. We didn't learn really how to communicate. We didn't really learn how to talk about how we were feeling. Your parent tell you to do something, you say why, you getting smacked up in the face. Don't ask me why. I'm the grown up. I'm the parent. I told you to do X, Y, and Z. That's what I meant. But at the end of the day, I was just asking why. I wasn't saying I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't saying I wasn't going. I wasn't saying that I hate this shit. I'm just asking why? We got to go to Auntie Sherry house for what? You know what I'm saying? I just want to know, is it something I'm supposed to be prepared for? Because what y'all have to realize is, some of y'all have children that are earth signs, for example. Earth signs are very detailed. Earth signs, they want to know, they want to be able to prepare. So if you telling me I'm going to Auntie Sherry's house, and I'm like, well, why? And you smack me upside my head and tell me to go get in the damn car and not ask no damn questions, then I can't bring My sweater. Oh, well, we're going to Auntie Sherry's house because we're going to be inside of her house and she be having that cold ass air conditioning on. Well, I probably want to bring my sweater because I'll be cold as fuck over Auntie Sherry's house. Oh, or maybe we need to make sure to remember to bring the mosquito repellent because if we're going to be in Auntie Sherry's backyard, y'all know her mosquitoes be fucking us up and we might need the mosquito repellent. Like, or I might want to bring a change of clothes. Like, oh yeah, you know Auntie Sherry stay down the street from that swimming pool. Like, y'all might let us go swimming and I might need to, like, some of y'all children just want to be prepared and they just asking you why, like, what's the occasion, like, why we going over there? Because they want to know. If we going over to have dinner at Auntie Sherry's house and Auntie Sherry can't cook and her food is nasty as fuck, then I might want to eat me something now before we leave. That's why I'm asking why. I'm not asking to be defiant or to be disrespectful. I'm asking because I just want to know. You know, and I think that that's like a part of gentle parenting. I see that all the time with my clients. Like, their parents are saying that they're being disrespectful. Why? Because they ask you a question? Because they want to communicate? But your old bummy ass didn't never learn how to communicate. You was always smacked in the face and told, don't ask why. So now, what are we doing as parents? Are we still smacking our children and telling them to don't ask why? Or are we actually explaining, okay, we're going to Auntie Sherry's house because today her fucking birthday. And she got some fucking cake ice cream, like she barbecuing and shit. And then you can be like, oh shit, it's about to be lit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's so hard about answering a question? Like, the only time that I would blow down on my kids if I done already told your ass. Like, if I done told you if I've been telling you since Thursday that on Saturday we're going to Auntie Sherry's house because it's her birthday. And then when Saturday come and I'm asking you why you ain't ready, and you talking about what we got. I've been telling your ass since I done told your ass on Thursday morning, Thursday night, Friday morning, Friday night. Then here comes Saturday and you not even prepared. Then that's when you gonna hear my mouth. But other than that, like, what are we getting so upset about? Like, why are we unable to communicate with one another? Why are we unable to allow our children to have a voice and to talk and communicate with us? We do know they're not going to be children forever, right? We do know that they're eventually going to go to school and they're going to need to know how to communicate with their peers. They're going to eventually be working the job. They're going to need to know how to communicate with their coworkers. They're eventually going to be entering into relationships. They need to know how to work with their partner, communicate with their partner. And if you always smacking them and telling them to shut up and not ask no questions, then they're not learning how to communicate. So I think just gentle parenting is us just consciously being aware of how we're treating our children. It's just us being consciously aware of allowing our children to develop in certain areas that we weren't allowed to develop in. It's just being more conscious of the level of parenting that we're at. It's just being conscious of the level of involvement of parenting that we're in. You know what I mean? Like, some of us are not okay with sending our kids to daycare so they can get cared by someone else all day long, have an attachment and bond to someone else at the daycare all day long, and miss that with me. That's gentle parenting. The fact that I want my daughter to be home with me, learning from me, bonding and getting attached to me versus some stranger. Yeah, well, call it what you want. Yeah, I could be spoiling her. I could be this, that, like, call it what the fuck you want. But listen, I'm on child number 4. And child number 1 has turned out phenomenal. Child number 2 is a genius. Child number 3 is so artistically gifted. And child number 4, oh honey, she already a leader. So I already know what I'm doing is working and what has been working. And I'm going to continue to protect my children. I'm going to continue to keep my children away from people who feel like the new parenting style. Oh, the new parents. Well, guess what? Yes. If you want to consider me a new parent, if you want to consider me a gentle parent, whatever it is. But I refuse to pass on the generational curses. I refuse to diminish my child's self-image. I refuse to diminish my child's self-worth. I refuse to make my child feel like I'm their enemy. I refuse to have children who feel like they can't come and talk to me about nothing. I refuse to have kids that are scared of me. I refuse. So, to me, that's a gentle parent. I'm going to hear you out. We're going to have this conversation because eventually one day you're going to be a grown-up. Like, some of y'all want to treat your kids like they're going to be kids forever. They're not going to be kids forever. Teach them how to strive in their future. That starts now. In addition to how you parent your children is how they're going to parent their children. And do you want a generation after generation after generation of children hitting each other upside the head and calling each other bitches? You know what I mean? Like, that's not what we want. So I have to be conscious in my parenting now so that my grandchildren are successful, so that my grandchildren can develop to the maximum capacity, so that they can know their self-worth. They don't have to become 30, 33, 35 just now learning their self-worth. No, they gonna know their self-worth off the rip. You know, but that's all I had to say about that. I didn't mean for this video to be so long, and hopefully it makes sense. I'm getting ready to go to work. I'll holla. Y'all have a wonderful day. Just remember, you are loved. You are worthy. You are amazing. Like, you just got to tap in. Not tap into her. Not tap into him. Not tap into them. Not tap into we. Not tap into us. But tap into you. Because you're that matters. Love you. Peace.